would like to, if I may, take you on a journey. What you're about to witness and be a part of is a special ceremony, one in which two hearts and two minds will be joined. Actually, that isn't quite true. You'll be witnessing 20 hearts and 20 minds joined together. This is not the beginning of the board collective, but rather the marriage ceremony for 10 amazing couples who have chosen today as the day that they will always remember. What you're about to see is real. Although this is a stage, these are not actors. They're your fellow geeks, nerds, fanboys, and fangirls. They'll present themselves today as they choose to, unfettered by tradition, but instead expressing their joy for their favorite things. They are diverse, but their hearts are the same, filled with love for those they are about to marry. Without further ado, would you please stand as we present our couples. In our lives, we enjoy reading and watching about the miraculous, and yet there is a miracle that lives here today. Far better than a radioactive spider bite or a chemical spill combined with a lightning strike, or the arrival of a space baby, flying unicorn, or TARDIS. The miraculous gift here today is love. Love is magic. It is perhaps the greatest magic of all. It is a magic that even muggles can experience. And in marriage, that love will grow, consecrated by the laws of our land, and held together by the exploration of the two people joined here today. You who are here in the audience today, you were all witness that these men and women are pledging their lives to each other. If any supervillains try to interrupt these proceedings, you will repel them. Got that? When you see these fine people tomorrow, or next week, or next year, at the comic book store, or gaming shop, or convention, you should celebrate them and ask how their magic has grown. Will all of you gathered here to witness this union do all in your power to support this couple now and in the years ahead? If so, please respond. We will.
We will.
And to you, the couples before us, under the gazing eyes of this audience, and Uatu, the immortal watcher on the dark side of the moon, I offer you these words. Marriage is a special place, a sheltered environment in which you can endlessly explore yourselves in the presence of another. Marriage provides a protected environment in which a love that is personal and touching and real can grow, and as a consequence of that growth, develop in us our highest capabilities as loving human beings. We are each still and always growing, and when we marry, we promise not only our love, our own growth, but also our willingness to witness and withstand the ongoing growth of another human being. That is because in marrying, we promise to not only love as we feel right now, but also as we intend to feel. In a marriage, we say not only, I love you today, but also, I promise to love you tomorrow, the next day, and always. One of you is the keymaster, and one of you is the gatekeeper. And though these roles may switch from one to the other, your soulmate will be the one who has the locks that fit your keys, and the keys to fit your lives. There will be days ahead when instead of feeling the dynamic duo, you may feel like Hawk and Dove. When instead of the zen of Keanu, you feel instead the rage of a Dothraki. Those days shall pass if you always keep in mind that your story is the next issue of Marriage 2-in-1, or The Brave and the Balding. To paraphrase a very wise man, You are, and should always be, super friends. In the movie Shall We Dance, Susan Sarandon's character offered the following thoughts. We all need a witness to our lives. There's a billion people on the planet. What does any one life really mean? But in a marriage, you're promising to care about everything. The good things, the bad things, the terrible things, the mundane things, all of it. All of the time, every day. You're saying, your life will not go unnoticed because I will notice it. Your life will not go unwitnessed because I will be your witness. Today, as you join in the union of marriage, you dedicate your lives to giving one another happiness and support, to create a home together, and to instill a deep trust and faith in the strength of your love. It would be the first step on the path to the dark side if you based your marriage on the hope that your partner will change to be something that they're not, or do something in the future that they do not already do today. Your marriage must be based on the heartfelt and sincere acceptance of one another, as you are in each moment. You do not get to reboot or rebirth your partner. They are what you love now, and as you grow, what you will love in the future. The pledges you make today express your devotion to one another and the love you share, and the words spoken here will support that marriage. And if you are to be able to sustain your commitment with respect and kindness through the inevitable hardships you will face together. Today, in the presence of your families and friends, and a lot of strangers with bags full of comic books and Funko Pops, you pronounce your love for each other and make a commitment that will define the next phase of your journey. As you give your vows, the words you have chosen to speak to each other, I have one more gift to share. Many years ago, the golden girdle of the earth goddess Gaia was given to the Amazons of Venezuela. Woven from it was a golden lasso, which is wielded for the last 75 years by great peril and Wonder Woman. To be encircled by the lasso causes one to tell the truth. I happen to be a good friend of that particular amazing Amazon, and she gave me some cuttings from that lasso. So as you give your vows, I will place this golden rope around you so that now and in the future, you will build your relationship on trust and on truth. Shoshannah and Ivy. Shoshannah and Ivy. Shoshannah has asked to also be bound by the tie of her father, grandfather. But as that will not make them tell the truth.
My love, loving you is like loving the stars themselves. You don't expect the sunset to admire you back. Sometimes the universe surprises you. You dropped into my sky, clever and mad and wonderful. How could I not fall for you? Happy ever after doesn't mean forever. It just means time, a little time. I promise to devote that little time to you and to us. Sometimes you think the universe would be better off without you, but the universe doesn't agree. Our lives were intertwined long before we met. We're meant to take this mad journey together. You are loved by so many and so much, and by no one more than me.
My love, in this vast, complicated, and ridiculous universe, you're the one I choose to share its beauty with. You're always here to me, and I will always listen to you. You're always, I promise to make you laugh when you need it most, to be your best friend, rain or shine. I promise to cherish all the time we have together, because no one knows how much time they really have. I promise to take this mad journey with you and experience the fullness of time and space with the one person with which I can share all that I am.
I'm learning about the holidays earlier, but I think the sailors, scouts on them, so I think we're all safe. Do you each have your one ring, your flag ring, your lantern ring? People often say wedding rings are a perfect circle, no beginning and no end. But these rings did have a beginning. The stones were formed a long time ago, deep within the earth. Eventually, a series of lucky events or alien attacks caused them to rise to the surface, where someone dug them up. Metal was then made, liquefied in a furnace at 1,000 degrees, molded, cooled, and painstakingly polished. Something beautiful was made from those raw elements. Love is like that. It comes from humble beginnings, and through a combination of serendipity and effort, imperfect beings shape it into something extraordinary. It's the process of making something beautiful where there was once nothing at all. As you look at these rings over the years, I hope that you remember that. You've created something invaluable and beautiful. And just as I know you'll protect these rings, I'm confident that you will protect the commitments you've made to one another today. Shoshannah Ebersole, do you take Ivy Stambaugh to be your wife? Do you promise to love, honor, cherish, and protect her in sickness and in health, for richer or for poor, in joy and sorrow, and holding only unto her forevermore? Ivy Stambaugh, do you take Shoshannah Ebersole to be your wife?
I do.
Do you promise to love, honor, cherish, and protect her in sickness and health, for richer or for poor, in joy and sorrow, and holding only unto her forevermore?
Till the end of time.
Woohoo!
Almost time. To make your relationships work will take many things. It will take trust to know that in your hearts you truly want what is best for each other. It will take dedication to stay open to one another and to learn and grow together. It will take faith to go forward without knowing exactly what the future will hold. It will take holding hands often and remembering to say, I love you, even more often. It will take remembering that when you're wrong, you should admit it, and when you're right, you should shut up. And it will take commitment to hold true to the journey that you have both pledged to each other today. Now, by the power vested in me by the Universal Life Church, and in accordance with the laws of the state of Colorado and the planet Earth One, I now pronounce you married. You may kiss your spouse. Are you done kissing? Not everyone. To all assembled, it is my great pleasure to present you the Mrs. and Mrs. Ebersole-Raptor. As we depart here today, our best wishes go forward to these happy couples, and we wish them a fulfilling life, rich in caring and in happiness. And my wish to them and to you is this. May you find a gentle and peaceful life that nurtures and comforts you, and that reflects your honesty, kindness, and integrity. There's a wonderful life ahead of you. Live it fully. Love its changes and choices and diversity. And let life amaze you and bring you great joy. In the words of the writer Douglas Adams, now, let us think the unthinkable. Let us do the undoable. Let us prepare to grapple with the ineffable itself and see if we may not F it up after all. Live long and prosper, and may the force be with you.
And also,
Orchestra. Comic-Con for having sponsored this blessed event. And remember what I said. Keep an eye on them in the coming years and always be sure to be their friends. Thank you.
Absolutely.